All right, you're going to love this. We're going down the same path of 5D existence. We're letting go of all the things that were what we told ourselves about how things work, law of attraction, all these other things, they're gone. Those concepts are dissolved because we're so much greater than that. We're going into what I call disclosure. Disclosure isn't a space where somebody tells you how things are. It's what we access ourselves, and you're going to be able to do this. You're worried about reptilians? Are you watching those channels and the fear? I'm going to tell you something about it. It's going to clear all of that up, and you'll never see those channels quite the same way. Because I don't instill fear here. We break through it. Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears and live an amazing life. Yep, got my hat on. Look what I got from Cartagena. Handmade, all local materials. Chic Sustainability is my new channel. I've got a ways to go on that, but I'm sharing with you how we're going to support the new, sustainable, beautiful world. I'm doing it with digital explorers. I'm doing it on my channels. I'm sharing it with other people, and I'm encouraging entrepreneurs to start creating that world with me. Are you ready to do it? I'm going to share something with you today, and I hope this really sinks in because it is the truth. How do I know? Everything's the truth. If you believe it, it's true. There's no right, nor wrong, nor separation. We all exist in one beautiful creation. One. And we are expressing ourselves within it, like a pool of water. Where does one drop end and start? It's impossible to know. That's you and I. Have you noticed that people are getting a little crabby lately? Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about what's going on out there. People are like, I'm tired of waiting for the big event. We're in it. We're in it. We're past the tipping point. We are in it, and I'm going to share with you how everything is shifting. And if you look at it differently, you realize, oh my gosh, this is true. We're not those people that think this way anymore. We're up here. We're penthouse, not basement. When you're the basement, you think that's how the world exists. When you're in the penthouse, you go, I remember down there. That's what I thought existed, and now I'm up here and I see this, and that's where we're going right now. I hope you'll subscribe and share my videos. Thank you for those of you who've come back and supported me over and over again, knowing that I am sharing with you that this is the illusion we chose. It's beautiful, it's creative, and there's nothing you cannot be, do, or have within the role that you chose. In other words, if you came here for certain challenges, play it out. There's nothing you can't do within the challenge or overcome. This is a fact. You hold the power of the universe. You are the universe. Here's what I want to share with you today. We talk about, well, I don't, because I don't know anything about this other than I know that we aren't alone in the universe and that we are actually part of DNA of everything. We're not just separate from what's out there. We're all brothers and sisters and whatever we call ourselves. Beings. But the bottom line is we all come in different shapes and forms and frequencies. And also we come in different experiences and adventures. And they're not separate. They purposely interact with us. Teachers and students and those experiencing different things, or those who decided to go through some tribulations so that they could experience triumphs and test themselves and know what that is. And this is all it is. You are eternal. You are perfect. This is temporary. I did a video called Final Days. Nobody wants you to know in the power plays that you are an amazing light being and that you can do anything you please in the final days that you have in your existence right now. Those in power don't want you to know that. They want you to stay in fear and continue to be attached to the material world, and that would be the worst possible case scenario for you if you want to transition to the higher frequency, the penthouse. My father has many mansions. We're in one of them. Let's play it out. It's a game. It's a mansion. We are all in it together. But that mansion is not separate from the neighborhood, okay? We're all in one big pool. So what you do and I do affects everything. 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 Not just, oh, that Pleiadian or that Reptilian. Everything and all the unseen. The unseen is much more expansive than the material world. Why are reptilians or any other alien species that you might have heard of, I know really very little about them, why are they not a threat? I'm going to tell you why. I hope this makes sense for you. It's because we are equal energy and power. We are equal in the creation of all things. Nothing is above or below you. This is in the Bible. Nothing is above or below you. Only if you believe it makes it so. It's part of the manipulation of those who chose the darker frequencies to explore it. Love to take others down. That's part of their little game. And if they can keep you in fear, then you go in and you believe that they somehow have power over you. They frighten you, and if you go into fear, they gotcha. They gotcha, pulling you down. That is impossible if you don't go into that space. It's just that simple. You say, well, it's easy for you to say. Yeah, because I know that nothing holds power over me. Nothing holds power over me. There's no evil force that can control me. I still have free will no matter what your situation. Even in the worst of circumstances on the material world, you still have free will choice within it. I just saw a man who was from the UK, went over to Ukraine to help rescue people, and he was in an emergency vehicle clearly marked, and a drone came in and blew them up. He lost his, I think, his left arm and leg, and he continued to save people. And he saved other people despite his situation and got them out of there. Now that drone, that's an act of war. He still made a decision in the worst of circumstances, and he became a hero and he saved lives. Look at that. Look at that effect. You could say, what a horrible thing, and I say, no. What a brilliant thing to go through. Imagine the ultimate experience is to save a life, to have a situation where you can choose yourself or others. Look what he did. He tested himself in the ultimate scenario. That's what we're here for. So no matter what happens, it's not by chance. You may have chosen these unbelievable circumstances that you think are horrible and that somebody has an advantage over you. They don't. You're the master. You went for your PhD, that's all. I came here for an easier ride. I got my PhD a few times, and I came here to be a teacher. So I had a beautiful, loving family, no trauma or drama. And my parents and my brother supported me so beautifully. It couldn't have been any better. And yes, we're all human, but under the human circumstances, I did quite well. So here I am with you. Who are you in this scenario? It's not truly who you are. You are the light being that's never ending. Now, every other form, including reptilians or whatever alien forms out there that you believe is, we're attacking us and all that other stuff, it's just part of an illusion, and you don't have to believe it. And I'll tell you why. Here's the ultimate answer to this. When you are in the penthouse and somebody is in the basement and that's their frequency, they have no access to you. That's how it works. That's why I was talking about fear. Fear is when you go down to the basement, they have access to you. They love it. They want you to go down to the basement. So they project fear out there, and if you believe it, you go along with it, hook, line, and sinker, then you're down there and you go, it's real, and it's very real. Because now you're experiencing the basement, low density, horrible stuff that goes on there, and they love it. It's part of their game. Now, if you're in the penthouse, you go, yep, they're down there. Yeah, talk to the hand. It has no power over you. Now people aren't realizing this is just the game, and if you're on the high frequency, it's, you know, it's another story and conspiracy, and people are so hung up on this stuff. That's the 3D material world that we're beyond it. We're beyond disclosure. We need governments and all these meetings in Washington. What a waste of time and electricity. Seriously. And do you know that there are UAPs? Is that what they call them now? UAPs? Yes. And hello, welcome to the 21st century. Really? We need you guys down in Washington to go, oh, really? And everybody knows that they're here, they've been here, they're living here, they're out there, they're watching us, they're part of us, they're waiting for us to grow up and start to be responsible citizens. They're not going to save us. They can't, because we haven't earned it. We have to learn it for ourselves. So you have to go to that penthouse, or you're going to keep believing that reptilians are taking over and we're the prison planet. So many stories, and am I making fun? Absolutely, this time I am. I'm not laughing with that. I'm laughing at it, because it's a story that's fear-based that nobody wants to experience. Well, some of you do. Right? You like to get scared sometimes, don't you? Isn't it fun? You go see scary movies. We all have. Why? Why do you bungee jump or skydive? It's the thrill of maybe dying. Maybe you'll think I won't, but there's always a chance. That's us. We love the thrill. We're here for the thrill. We're here to experience the sadness, the loss, all of the things that we don't get to experience as perfect light beings. This is freaking amazing. Woo! Don't you love it and hate it? Yeah, we get to love and hate. But the truth is, we are pure love experiencing darkness. No other creature, alien, non-human, has any power over you, my dear, because we're one creation. And you, on a high frequency, control everything. Your beliefs, your thoughts, and you create your own reality with them. And right now, you just know that even if you experience things that look frightening, you don't have to go into that frightening space. You can actually go into a space where you understand it's another creation experiencing low-level activity and experiences. You don't have to go into fear. That's why this whole channel is Breakthrough Fear, raising the frequency of the planet, one light being at a time, right? Nothing has power over any of us. We're done with that. We're done with all of it. We're now recognizing what we are, and it's not this material world. It's not the 3D. It's not the negative thoughts. That's all part of the experience, and if you're done with it, now we're tapping into our powers of creation. Now, if you watched my video, I just shot one called Law of Attraction is Dead. It's done. We don't attract anything. That's this, oh, I'm going to bring the penthouse down to me, I'm going to attract it. You got to earn it and go to the penthouse. That's all you have to do. You want to get away from the reptilians? You got to earn it and go up here, and they have no control over you. And that's the new earth. That's the 5D, where people, I don't even know what 5D means anymore. That's the higher frequency existence where we are not even participating in any of it anymore. And if you choose that, it's not going to even be in your storybook anymore. I don't even know what they are. I know there's good ones, bad ones. What? Hey, welcome to planet Earth. We're the worst case scenario of good and bad and evil and all this other stuff. It's just an experience. So, are you done with it? All those stories, and they make up good ones. These channels, honest to God, I have a good laugh. And I don't listen to them. If I get a snippet of it, I'm like, this is hysterical. Do people actually believe that? Oh yeah? Well, then they just created it. If you believe it, you created it. You can go to bed and you won't be dangling your feet over the bed, right? Something's under there gonna grab it. right? You know the story, the movie wasn't true, the scary story, but you come home and you're sleeping with the light on. That's all it is. It has no control over you unless you're down in the basement. So raise the frequency and change the story. These aren't true stories. They're one scenario if you believe it and you're on that, you resonate on that frequency. And by the way, the higher beings that are here, they know that they have no control over us either. That those lower beings, they're messing with you because they can, because you're obviously hanging out in the basement. Stinky down there. You done? All right, you guys, we are creating a new world. You ready to go in there? I have created digitalexplorers.net to train all of my highly spiritual, planet-loving people that are entrepreneurs that maybe never had the opportunity to create their own business or earn in a way that they're passionate about. And I help you to find what that passion is. We spend a lot of time on that. And when we locate it, we lock it in, we say, now how are we going to create multiple income streams from doing that? It's a self-discovery. That's the most important part of Digital Explorers. The self-discovery is, I never had or had the opportunity to say, what do I really want to do to earn money? Those two, loving what you do and earning money, those two don't go together. Oh, I'll have a hobby when I come home and then go to work, which I hate. I'm changing that. We're changing how all of that works. So if you want to come over, I have a free webinar, 2 free webinars, and I explain how it works step by step. We create your business, and then you learn the whole business strategy. A real business person, I'm a former investment banker. We create an intellectual property, a brand, something you own, not this. Don't build a business now. This is a bad time to build a business. Go make money selling books on KDP. Yeah, for 50 cents. How many do you have to sell to make a living? What's that going to do? Nothing. We're creating a new world, and you can too. Focus on that. Focus on your passion. Focus on inspiration. What inspires you? That's a high frequency. And so when you go into that, you're like, reptilians? Oh, I don't have time for those fairy tales. Yes, they exist. There's, cockroaches and snakes and stuff out there too. I'm going to sit and think about it every day. They're beings. They're beautiful. Sometimes we don't all get along. I don't want them crawling around my condo. All right, so we're going to continue to explore this. I told you in my last video that we're going to talk about the Simpsons predictions. I have a different take on how they're doing it. You may not have heard this before, but I think I know how they're doing it. It's one way of looking at things that you might find quite interesting. It's mind-blowing. And there's predictions that they have made that haven't happened yet. We'll see if they do. Everything that's happening in our lives right now, it's all good. It's shaking up what we've been doing. And you may say this isn't going well. It is, because the norm, things were fine, weren't fine. There's corruption and all kinds going on. No matter who you like, who was in the White House, it's all on a level that needs to end. So whatever shakeups are happening now are forcing us to make different decisions and come to the realization that we have to be the consumers in control, the responsible consumers, the responsible creators. It's me. It's not them. I have to rely on me. We have to be self-sufficient. I'm going to show you how to do that too, because we have to go into that. Next 2 years are going to challenge you that way. Be the best time of your life. You saw me, I downsized. I never thought I could possibly live in a place this small. I don't think I've ever been happier, at least in this phase of my life, and you can experience the same thing. And say, wow, I didn't need all this stuff. And what I have is so beautiful, right? And every time something comes in, I send 2 other things out. Simple and beautiful, supporting beautiful energy in that. There's energy in everything you purchase. The fabrics. Those of you who want to create reused, sustainable, all these things. If you're a designer, a creator, or products, whatever, come on over. Let's explore this together. Boy, wait till you hear some of the stuff we're doing in business. I'm using all my big guns. I'm bringing them in, and we're going to start doing some cool freaking stuff. We're going to change how things are done out there. You might say, oh no, I'm like, okay, that's your story. It's not too big for me. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Where's that subscribe button? Click it and share this with all your friends. Namaste.